Hey, let me show you a card trick. While you're here, I happen to have a deck of cards. We could probably work this out if you just pick a card. Now, obviously you're not here to pick a card, but we'll pick something easy to remember. King of Diamonds. King of Diamonds, it's a good picture card there. You can visualize that because it gets confusing with card tricks, right? You're trying to remember a whole lot of stuff, so it's good to pick one easy to remember. And I'll show you the classic card trick. You take that king and you poke it into the middle of the pack. Snap your fingers and it jumps up to the top. That's a pretty classic trick. Look, take your king, put it down near the bottom of the deck. Snap your fingers and it jumps back to the top. Now, you're trying to keep track of where that king is in the deck. You're trying to watch your card. All these are distractions. That's basically how it works. This is the misdirection. So let me show you what happens if I get rid of some misdirection. If I just simplify this, I'll use that one, and I need one more. There. This is a simplified card trick here. So I'll use that, and that, and that, and that, and that, and I won't use the rest of the cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. As easy as it gets, right? From 1 to 5, this is how card tricks really work. I take card number 1, I poke it into the middle of the pile, and it jumps back to the top. Yeah, same trick. Same trick. Did you catch it that time? Where you take that card number 1, you poke it into the middle of the pile, snap your fingers, and it jumps up to the top. You still didn't catch it. I think I'm still using too many cards, so I'll get rid of that one. We'll try this. Just with card number 2. Okay, card number 2, same as before. It's going to go into the middle of the pile and back to the top. Still too many? Too many cards. I get it. Look, card number 3, we'll try this. I will take card number 3, I'll put it between the 4 and the 5. Okay, card number 3 between the 4 and the 5, and I'll leave it face down so you can keep track of it. And wait, no, sorry. Sorry, no, I'll leave it face down. What I meant to say is I'll turn those face down. I'll put this face up between the 4 and the... Wait, no, sorry. I think I'm getting myself mixed up. I think I have too many cards. I'll get rid of that card. So now this is the 4 trick. We'll take the 4, drop it underneath the 5. Doesn't matter. It still jumps to the top because I think I have too many cards. So I'll get rid of that one. And if I just had one card, that should be a pretty easy trick to follow, right? Should be easy to keep track of where your card is. Do you remember your card? King of Diamonds? Yeah. Thought I had too many cards. That's the problem. Welcome to another exciting edition of Magic Homework. The whole premise being that it's just me doing things out of books because that's what you're supposed to do with books. Doesn't help to just own them. You got to actually read them. You got to actually try things. So that's what I'm doing. I got to this trick based on a couple Magic Homeworks ago. I was doing the bread and butter trick from Small But Deadly. So I was looking for something to do with packet trick. I don't know why it was on my mind. And I thought I'd try Paul Hallis's other book, Magic from the Overground. And at the back of the book, he has a section basically suggesting kind of tricks that he does. Some good table hopping openers, some good table hopping closers. And under that, he listed Derek Dingle's Too Many Cards from the Complete Works of Derek Dingle. And just in the moment, that caught my eye because this is a book I recently acquired and I don't think I'd even opened it yet. So just in that moment, it snapped that this is my opportunity to dig in to Derek Dingle's book. And I found Too Many Cards as suggested. And I learned the trick. And it's basically what you saw without the prelude that I did, without the initial ambitious card and the selection. It's just the pull out 5 cards, do a trick. And after I learned it, and I spent a couple hours kind of getting the moves smooth, after I learned it, I decided it wasn't that interesting of a trick. Like, it was just kind of cards jumping around in the magician's hand, and who really cares? It's just a bunch of random nonsense, right? What's the point? And especially because Paul Hallis mentioned as a closer, and I didn't see it. I couldn't see it. So I had learned the trick. So I did a recording of it. I put it out as a reel just on my public, content. And I got responses from other magicians and people I respect and said, "Man, I love that trick. Oh, I used to do that," or my son used to do that. I always remembered that as one of my favorites. And people are saying really positive things about it. And it kind of made me second guess my initial harsh judgment. And I thought, these people I respect have a high opinion of it. Maybe I'm jumping to conclusions. And so I put it to the ultimate test. There's no better test in magic than actually showing people, a real non-magician audience, and getting their feedback. And so I did too many cards in one of my shows. I slipped it in the middle just in case it was terrible. And the result was, sandwich between the 4 and the 5, okay? The 3 is between the 4 and the 5, the 3 between the 4 and the 5. And I'll leave it face down so that it's going the opposite direction of all the others, okay? And, oh wait. No, sorry. Yeah, okay. Opposite direction of all the others. Fine. It was fine. It got basically just as good a response as the other card tricks. People enjoyed it. Even the individual phases got a strong reaction. So it's fine. It still wasn't a great trick, and it still wasn't a closer in my mind, but it was definitely better than I expected. I think the takeaway lesson here is that it doesn't matter what tricks you do. It really doesn't matter. And it's about what you put into them. So even though I was not a believer in the trick, I still presented it as if it was great. I gave it my all, gave it the best opportunity to shine, and it did, I guess. Now, after I was talking about it with magicians, I had a couple people suggest. So in the book, it's that final odd card, right? The number 5 turns into an odd card. And in the book, it's literally just an odd card. It changes from a black 5 to a red 5 or to a queen, it was just a change for the sake of change. And a couple of people suggested the idea of, we'll make that a previously chosen card. And I was like, well, yeah, why didn't I think of that? That instantly makes the trick better because it gives that final surprise more of a complete circle closure. So I appreciate those people pointing the idea out to me. And so that is why, in the performance you saw, I added that prelude. So to make that ending have a little extra punch to it. So I'm coming around to the idea that maybe this isn't such a bad trick. And maybe it's something worth doing, but I still suggest to you that it doesn't matter. You don't need to seek out this book in order to learn this trick, because I think you can seek out any book on your shelf and learn any trick. And if you put some effort into it, it can be a good trick for you. That's it. That's the whole point of magic homework. It's pulling books off the shelf and trying them out. Thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next one.